Now, if we're this bad now in the final 5 games, imagine how bad we'll be in the Champions League under this manager. I don't care. I don't care. What's going on, people? Welcome back to Legia for another video. This is another episode of Blues Unfiltered, a little corner where I talk about anything and everything in the world of football or the world of Chelsea. Still on Chelsea, I missed the deadline on 2 other game reviews. Again,
working on that, I promise.
You know, life has just been lifing, but we're here now, and I want to touch a bit briefly on the past 2 games as we're going into the final 5.
Let's go.
We lost to Legia Warsaw in the second leg in the Conference League midweek, and I had some things to say on TikTok. I'm not going to paraphrase, I'm just going to roll the clip.
It's been 24 hours and last night was actually real. Chelsea actually lost to Legia Warsaw in the Conference League in their home leg. Chelsea lost against Legia Warsaw in the Conference League in their home league. How does that happen? Like, honestly, how does that happen? Is it that we underestimated the opposition and they actually came to play football? Is it that we don't respect this competition, that we even bother to put up the performance? That's probably wrote themselves off and just told themselves that we're just going to give it our best and we're going to see what happens, because they were beaten soundly, comfortably last week, and now we just gave them a win. We gave them something to, write home about. We gave them their first victory on English soil. That's my team. The team that we love, guys. They did that. Maresca, questions need to be asked. Moving forward, now, how are you going to get the fans on side? Do these players even want to fight for you? Because that performance on the pitch doesn't really give a team that wants to fight for their manager. And now, if you are part of the faction that wants Maresca to be sacked, I understand it to a certain extent. I mean, I think, the performances of late, the decisions of late, I can't defend them. They're indefensible. Some performances are unacceptable. Last night's performance was unacceptable. That was, as far as results go, that is one of the worst we've had in this era. And I'm sure myself and 100 other Chelsea creators or Chelsea fans will tell you that doesn't solve the bulk of our problems. Sacking Maresca does not solve our problems, doesn't solve all our problems. I can only accept that if the sporting directors go as well, because we cannot trust them with another appointment. It's most probably going to be a linear one, not a level raiser, not going to be an upgrade. It's going to be another coach on the come up, trying to get a skin in the game, trying to earn his stripes. And I'd love to be proven wrong. I actually want Maresca to succeed. I want him to turn things around. He showed promise. He's showed that he can actually compete. He showed that he can coach at this level. But now, if you are unable to adapt to the situation tactically, you see that you don't have the ideal pieces in your puzzle to play the football that you want to play to a T. But you still insist on the same approach, even though now the profiles are not matching with that approach. That's a problem. And now going forward in the league, I don't see where we get the win. Our best players are absolutely short of confidence. Like, they are down. They are down. And the rest just don't look like they want to fight for this manager. Everything is wrong with this club, from the team on the ground all the way to upper management, and the support as well. I haven't forgotten about you. I honestly don't know where we go from here. Honestly.
Yeah, I think I said a mouthful. It was more emotional and reactionary than it was analytical and logical. I still think there are some points that still stand, because in that game, we're not supposed to lose that kind of game against that kind of opposition. It's very disappointing to see the attitude, and it really didn't look like these guys were looking to win. I mean, they tried, You tried by all means. They did create chances, and some of the chances they didn't come off, and then they just stopped trying after a certain period of time. And when you watch that happen in real time, you think, do they actually have the right mindset? Do they want to fight for the manager? Things like this happen. You make assumptions, you make reactionary statements. But that's just what it was, an emotional, reactionary reaction to a game that we lost, that I feel we were not supposed to lose. But then we fixed up at the weekend, beat Fulham 2-1, although it was a smash and grab victory. A victory nonetheless, a win is a win, and it was a much needed win in the race for the Champions League places. Harry George, Pedro Neto with the goals. I think that was a much better performance, especially in the second half. We really were trying to get back into the game. Pedro Neto in particular really was trying to influence the game very positively and came away with the goal at the end. Jadon Sancho was actually looking to make things happen, actually threatening in attack, and just need to see more of Cole Palmer, more of Nico Jackson. Honestly, I think they will be very key in these final games. We need them now, because it's already difficult now as it is. With them having this bad run of form that they have, I really honestly need something to click in those two. I think that'll make things a lot easier, these final 5 games. And then speaking of which, we have Everton, Liverpool, Newcastle, Manchester United, and Nottingham Forest. I actually think that we have the hardest run-in of all the other guys vying for the top 5 places. But I really think it's difficult in particular for us because we are in such a bad run of form that you really don't see where the win is going to come. Against Fulham, we were, we had no hope, but then we came away with the win. We can only hope that we do the same against Everton. Liverpool, hopefully, they'll be on the beach. They come up against us, we're going to give them the guard of honor anyways. But they're not looking forward to any Champions League football. So they're definitely going to feel their strongest team. They're definitely going to look to finish strongly. And given that this is a big game, they probably won't want to lose that game. So we should expect their best. We should expect them at their best. Newcastle at St. James's Park. Away games are already difficult enough as it is. Now we have to go to St. James's Park.
Come on, man.
Very difficult to see us get the win there. But you have to hope. You have to hope that Maresca has something up his sleeve. You have to hope that the boys will actually turn up, give us a performance, look to do something. But these days, you're not even sure against Man United. And Man United seems like the easiest game there. It really does. All these other ones. But then again, Man United coming up against the big 6 sides this season, even given their position, they always managed to make it difficult for the other big 6 teams. I imagine for us it won't be any different. But there, for the sake of my sanity, that has to be 3 points. Nottingham Forest on the final day, I don't know why I think we're going to win that game. It's probably going to be like a top 5 decider. But I don't know, with Chelsea on the last day, we always managed to, get the job done. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It would be nice to have all 5 games be wins. It'd be so amazing. And one can only dream. But I really do think that 3 wins is enough. Then just do our best not to lose the others. And then if we get it, we get it, honestly. But Europa League, Wouldn't be mad at the I personally want to play in the Champions League. I don't care. People are saying, no, if we're this bad now in the final 5 games, imagine how bad we'll be in the Champions League under this manager. I don't care. I'd rather we suck in the Champions League, because that's what the other teams in the Champions League are getting away with now. We see them dropping out and we tell them how horrible they played in this competition, that they just went there to fill up the numbers. Their clap back, it's always, at least we're playing Champions League. So I want that. I want to say that at least we're playing Champions League. But I know it's not going to be that bad, guys. I think we're just projecting. Just because we played bad now, we have a whole summer window, we have a whole preseason to sort all this shit out. So don't worry. I want to play Champions League, but if we fall out, I wouldn't be that mad, because I understand that we got ourselves in that situation. All that happens, I still think sacking Maresca is not the answer, honestly. But yeah, no, let's see what happens. Hopefully, Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think of the final 5 games? How do you think Chelsea will fare? Can we actually get Champions League football? Are we going to get Champions League football, or we must forget? Please let me know what you think in the comment section below. And if you're new, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you on the next one. Keep it M.